Stars, Chloe Lemon, and Juliana Jones, both key parts of this team. And so we're going to see what they can do.
Yeah, short-handed Millard South team, but the electric start as always. Quick move there and a bucket for Maya Babbitt. Questionable going into today. Suffered a concussion last. Luckily for the Patriots, she is ready to go today. So they go into a quick press here. Nearly a steal there for Megan Belt. Loose ball, and that'll be going the Patriots' way. An electric start for Millard South, and these teams have squared off once this season in the semifinals of the Metro Holiday Tournament. That was a game the Patriots won 56-28, doubling the Warriors in scoring.
And that's not something surprising for the Patriots. They've blown out a ton of opponents this year, but let's see what Westside can do. And Westside's also without their star, number 42, Lucy.
Yeah, Lucy Schoenlau. She's been their best player all season. One of the state leaders in rebounding, averaging over 9 rebounds a game, as we see Miranda Kelly get fouled there and sent to the free throw line. But the absence of Schoenlau really hurts the Warriors because without Juliana Jones, there's not as much of that inside presence on defense. So you want to have the size advantage to work with, but no Schoenlau. That really hurts her odds there. Miranda Kelly knocking down her first free throw. Miranda Kelly and Lexi Finkenbeiner, the two starters this game that we usually don't see in the main five.
But they've been a pivotal part of this team the entire season. They both get great minutes off the bench, and it's just cool to see them get on the court as
you see Finkenbeiner get the steal going to Babbitt. A lot of contact there, and that pass going right to Caitlin Hanna. She's going to pull this one back. Trying to drive it inside, kicks that one out to Olivia Kraft. Now it's Adriana DePrima taking a difficult shot, way too much on that one. Going to Megan Belt before being fouled. We brought up Lexi Finkenbeiner coming off what was likely her best game of the season yesterday against Omaha North. 11 points, 9 rebounds, 6 of which on the offensive side, and then 5 steals to go along with it.
It just lets you know what some of these great bench players can do when they get into that starting lineup, Joey.
A lot of depth to this Millard South team. Finkenbeiner on the right wing trying to take it inside. Spin move, loses her footing, and that'll be a travel. Sub taking the place for the Warriors as we see Cheney Thompson check in. She comes in for Adriana DePrima. The Patriot press here was one of the big factors in their semifinal matchup in the Metro tournament. The Warriors really struggled to get past it, and in the first quarter they were outscored 16-1. Only 1 point scored against Millard South in the first quarter. So you got to imagine this week they were really focusing on how to get past this Patriot press and get good looks on the offensive end. Ruby Sikora, starter in replacement of Schoenlau. Some quick ball movement here. You see the look up to Madeline Siebler. She takes the mid-range shot, too strong, and the rebound goes to Megan Belt.
And Megan Bell is usually one of the smallest girls on the court, but she always finds a way to get those 3 or 4 rebounds a game, and it's just impressive to see what her hustle really does for this team.
Yeah, a lot of the Patriots very scrappy when there's a loose ball. And we see Belt kicking that one to Cora Olsen. Pump fake, taking it inside. Olsen gets her own rebound, going up again. No good, but she does get the foul call. And Cora Olsen, her last game was a very similar stat line to Finkenbeiner's actually. 14 points, 8 rebounds, 6 offensive rebounds, and 5 steals for her as well. She's sent to the free throw line, a place where she's been more than anyone else on this team. Very aggressive player inside. As we see that one rattle in. Checking in now, Sydney Youngclaws comes in for Maya Babbitt. Coming off a concussion, Babbitt might be in a little bit of a minutes restriction tonight.
And it will be interesting to see what the Patriots decide to do with the bench tonight, because we know primarily they don't go too deep into that bench. That's why we only see Miranda Kelly and Lexi Finkenbeiner come in a lot.
And they're hoping right now as we see a quick steal there. Finkenbeiner in the corner. Cora Olsen, right wing, takes the middle, spins, going up strong, and that one falls for Cora Olsen. Always able to get those tricky looks to fall. A quick timeout called by the Warriors as they got to figure something out unless they fall into a deep hole early. And you were saying the Patriots don't go to the bench a lot. and they're down players tonight. So they're hoping that they can build off of this lead so they're able to go to that bench a lot tonight and not have to worry about the repercussions.
And especially going into districts, you want your whole team functioning at their best. And, it may be yes, your starters are out, but those bench guys, if you get into foul trouble during districts, you need someone to rely on. And so they're going to get very valuable minutes tonight.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10, your team that ends up being the champion doesn't just have 5 strong players. There's a whole team that's ready to go, ready to hear their name called in case there's an injury or someone fouls out and they need someone to step up in big moments. And that's something that Coach Myers and the Patriots have worked on, where they don't go to the bench a lot, but they're always ready to throw those players in, give them the opportunities when needed.
Yeah, and it's also a great way to find those secondary lineups, like you said, foul trouble and state.
5:23 to go in the first quarter. Almost 3 minutes in, the Warriors still yet to score. Their offense is mainly driven through Lucy Schonlau. Just about every possession, they're trying to find her, get her open looks down low. Right now we see the fast break here as that's Caitlin Hanna going up. Can't get it to go, but does draw the foul on Miranda Kelly. And she will be sent to the line for 2. Hanna averaging about 6.5 points per game. Really struggled in their last game against the Patriots. Finished 0 for 6. In her first free throw, that one good. A lot of arc. Gets it to go. Babbitt checks back in for Miranda Kelly. For the Warriors, you got to find a way past this aggressive Patriot defense. And if that means working the fast break and drawing fouls, if that's your best chance, you got to keep pursuing that. Any strong, high-quality looks. Skip pass here to Youngclaws. Now Cora Olsen, top of the key. Belt takes the 3. She's got it. Megan Belt firing from deep, tied for first on the team in 3-point percentage. We see Finkenbeiner get the steal. Belt. Mid-range goes in. Quick 5 points for Megan Belt. Patriots go right back into the press. Hannah's looking to work it across, goes into the trap, but gets that ball out. Janie Thompson swings to the corner. That 3 is good. Olivia Kraft responds well with 3 of their own.
And they beat the press, and they got the ball movement as a deep 3 here for Belt. That one's just short.
Fight for the rebound there is won by Madeline Siebler, but a quick turnover for the Warriors. Something they can't afford to do tonight. They got to take care of that ball when they get it. Youngclaws checks out as Kelly comes back in. Babbitt goes to Olsen. Kick out to Finkenbeiner. Bench warning awarded to the Warriors. And we hear a little bit of cheering from the Patriots side. Right back to Babbitt to start this play for the Patriots. Kick out to Olsen. Belt gets the screen from Kelly. Last second kick out to Finkenbeiner, taking it inside, has a good look and draws the foul.
5 charge for the Warriors.
We know how strong the Patriots are beyond the arc, their 3-point capabilities, but they don't force any looks. If they can work their way inside, draw a foul or go up for 2, that's what they're going to do every time.
And it seems like everybody on the team is just great at doing both, creating for teammates by driving inside and kicking out, and then being on the other end and being there to shoot that 3 ball.
Bree Bell checks in, coming in for Madeline Siebler. Already 4 Warriors fouls, not even halfway through the first quarter. 2 for 2 at the free throw line for Lexi Finkenbeiner. Ruby Sikora goes back to Thompson. Patriot pressure here, but they get past it. That's Bell going down low. Great defense there from Babbitt, knocking it out of bounds.
But for the Warriors, you like getting down the court that fast. If you look, they found a lot of pockets in the defense, so they're going to have to exploit those time and time again.
And that's what they need to keep doing. Quickly swing that ball with the press, try to work the sidelines, move that ball across half court. Janie Thompson stops, kicks that one out to Caitlin Hanna. Taking baseline. Now that's Ruby Sikora who will draw the foul. That one called to Finkenbeiner. Patriots' second of the game.
Lexi Finkenbeiner, her first, second team foul on the Patriots.
And for Millard South, they're coming off a big win against Omaha North last night, a 74-22 victory in a game where the Patriots only shot 27% from three, able to work it inside, force turnovers, and really tack up that score. After that make there for the Warriors, it's a 14-7 game. Olsen can't get that to go, but knocks that one loose. The Patriots not able to get it as the rebound goes to Livy Kraft. Thompson works it across, goes to the corner. Bree Bell able to save that one, but right into the hands of Babbitt, who leads the fast break. Going up strong, and Babbitt can't get it to go. Cassie Thompson on the wing. She pulls up. No good. Rebound Cora Olsen. And on plays like that where they have a wide open player down court, as we saw Bree Bell, they got to do a better job of finding them, trying to get those easy 2 points. Nearly a steal there as we see the fast break. Caitlin Hanna going all the way and getting that one to go for 2. It's a 7-point game with 2:45 to go in the first quarter. The look to Olsen, no good. Cheney Thompson there to knock that one away and get the steal. Thompson with some aggressive play early on. Great back cut there, but couldn't get the finish. Ruby Sikora with a fantastic look, just couldn't get it to go. Olsen draws the foul. That one will be charged to Ruby Sikora.
Foul charged to the Warriors.
And a little bit of a break here for these players. That was an intense 2.5 minutes of basketball just running around.
The question right there just becomes who's the more well-conditioned team, and I'm going to take a guess here and say the Patriots with their constant fast break work and the heavy press. They're used to running up and down. Top of the key, Babbitt, she fires. Maya Babbitt connects from 3. 10-point lead now for Millard South.
And Babbitt's got 7 of them.
Didn't play yesterday, but she's looking great. No rust shown from Maya Babbitt. Cheney Thompson kicks out. Bell tries to take it inside, and that'll be called a foul there on Bree Urban.
Her first 13 foul.
Third Patriot foul. Inbound pass here, really no options. And that'll be 5 seconds. Looking for somewhere to go, but nobody open. Megan Belt checks back into the game, comes in for Babbitt. And it'll be Belt taking it up, 2 minutes to go. Goes to the corner, Miranda Kelly. Picks up her dribble, goes right back to Belt and sets the screen for her. Urban looks to work it inside. Kick out to Youngclaw. She steps back. Spin here for Urban. A tough shot, but Bree Urban gets it to go. Her first basket of the night. Could be a fast break opportunity here. Nearly lost that ball. No carry called. Cheney Thompson looks to work it inside. It was a nice crossover. Able to draw a foul there. Looked like she might have ran into her teammate Ruby Sikora a little bit.
Foul charge number 5.
Foul called on Miranda Kelly, her second of the game. Another inbound pass here. Great defense there from Kelly. Knocks it out of bounds. It'll stick with the Warriors. As we see Babbitt check back in for Kelly. Don't want to get her a third foul in just the first quarter. Inbound here. Stella Minge goes up to Ruby Sikora. Tough defense there from Olsen, reaching inside and called for the foul. Both teams now with 5 fouls early in this game. Caitlin Hanna checks in for Olivia Kraft. Bell going up to Hanna. Gets the screen set by Sikora. Minge goes back to Bell, loses that ball. That'll stick with the Warriors. Great defense from Sydney Youngclaws, poking that one loose. Urban knocks that one out. The Patriots giving no easy opportunities on the inbound.
Ball still. Urban with a deflection.
Bell goes back court to Hannah. Working this one across. Trying to create some opportunity here. Back cut there, but no look. Ruby Sikora would have had an open opportunity, and they will call a blocking foul on Millard South.
They're playing tough defense all over the court, though. There's literally nowhere to go with the basketball right now for the Warriors.
And not much they can do. Need to have as much off-ball movement as possible. That's how they're creating their only looks, with back cuts, off-ball screens. We see Thompson with a tricky shot, no good. Rebound, Belt.
Belt's got 3 rebounds already in the first quarter.
You see the behind-the-back move. Olsen looks to take it inside. Kick out Urbon, her corner 3. 5 first quarter points for Bree Urbon. And that's how you take advantage of your minutes. Nearly a turned over there from the Warriors. Great aggressive defense from Young Claws, knocking that out of bounds. And like you were saying, Warriors just with no looks. The Patriots playing awfully aggressive defense. Sikora works it across, and that's a turnover. It's going right back to Millard South. Without 2 of their starters, but they do not look phased. Already up 15 points in the first quarter. We see Finkenbeiner check in for Young Claws. 24.8 remaining in the first quarter. Babbitt with the ball. Olsen works it inside. Tricky shot, and that one rolls in.
Olsen scoring for the Patriots.
Thompson looking to get past the press. She spins, nearly goes right into a trap, gets that across to Minge. And now Bell decides to take the off-balance 3, and she gets it with 1 second remaining, and that'll do it for the first quarter. Good finish for the Warriors, getting 3 on their end, but they trail big. 26-12 is your score after 1 here on Millard South Media. Back for quarter number 2. Patriots lead by 14. Warriors starting with the ball. Ended the quarter with that Bree Bell 3-pointer from the left wing. Sikora tried to go inside. Couldn't find Madeline Siebler. Would have been a turnover, but the Patriots got a hand on that one.
Just like they do almost nearly every pass after that midway point through that first quarter.
Hannah inbounds. Now it's Siebler with it in the corner. Gets the screen set. Goes back to Olivia Kraft. And that'll be a foul. A legal screen there from Madeline Siebler.
That's her 3rd foul in this game.
Can't afford to see a starter with 3 fouls. Not even 20 seconds into the second quarter. So we see Cheney Thompson check back into the game. Babbitt goes back to Belt. Kick out to Miranda Kelly. Kelly working the middle before going out to Babbitt. She has a good look inside, and Babbitt puts it in for 2. 9 points for Maya Babbitt. Hannah works it across. Able to pick up her dribble, no travel called. Work across,
And
but
another
Belt knocks
tipped
it out of
pass.
bounds. Can't wait to see how many deflections the Patriots end this game with. Get that one into Hannah. Gets the screen set. 3-pointer there. No good from Adriana DePrima. Good look there at an open three. That's when you got to pull the trigger on every time, trying to get back into this game. But no success for the Warriors. Belt finds Olsen on the back cut, and they get that in for two. Great play there from Millard South. A great Olsen cut, and nice recognition there from Megan Belt. That's that court vision we see from Millard South time and time again. Cheney Thompson, top of the key, looks to work it inside. Too much on it. Megan Belt, another rebound.
She's got 4 rebounds.
And Babbitt gets fouled and will go to 2 shots at the line. That foul goes to Ruby Sikora, her second of the game. So she's at the line for 2, but next time they're fouled, already in the bonus. First shot left short. She is leading Class A in free throw percentage, 86% on the year. One of the things the Patriots have shown all year is efficiency. They have the leaders in field goal percentage, three-point percentage, and free throw percentage.
All on one team.
Mind-blowing talent for this Millard South squad. Thompson gets that pass across. Three-point look. Gets that one to go. That's Olivia Kraft. Their second 3 made.
And the Warriors have done a really good job at knocking down those open threes that they've gotten. It's just not enough to stay in this game as they're still down by 16.
And right now they've had a lot of turnovers coming from that Millard South press, but it seems like once they get past those first 4 or 5 seconds of heavy pressure, they do a really good job quickly working that ball across half court and getting some promising opportunities. It's just a matter on whether they can convert. So you see too strong on the layup there from Miranda Kelly. And a quick turnover from the Warriors, something they cannot afford. Urbon and Babbitt check back in for Miranda Kelly and Megan Belt. 31-15 with 5:40 remaining in the first half. Babbitt guarded by Hannah. Another back cut for Olsen, but a tricky finish there. But right on cue, Bree Urbon, the offensive rebound and the put in. Now 7 points for Bree Urbon. They're working it across. That's a travel called on Adriana DePrima. Warriors averaging 13 turnovers a game. Not a great number, but only 2 more than Millard South. But it's clear, if they don't switch something up, they are clearly going to surpass that number tonight as they can't find Olsen, but Finkenbeiner was right there to grab it. Patriots kept fighting for that ball, but it goes out, and it'll be Warriors ball.
And it seems like for the Patriots, they're playing more aggressive than I've seen in the past in terms of working the ball inside. It looks like every play is designed to get inside.
Hannah able to save that ball, and it goes right to DePrima, puts that in for 2. A great play there. Looking like a clear turnover, but Caitlin Hannah with an amazing save as we see Babbitt get fouled. Babbitt getting a lot of opportunities at the free throw line tonight. Hannah called for her first foul, team's 8th. And for Omaha Westside, it's been a rough stretch for them. Started the year 12-3, but since then have lost 6 of their last 7 games. They're coming off a 47-40 overtime loss last night to Gretna. Just some rough times for them. And right now trailing by 16 in the first half without their star player. Not looking like a promising finish to the regular season. We see Babbitt knock down the second shot. And Babbitt gets the steal. Working it across, but a great tip away from Olivia Kraft. Able to poke that ball loose and out of bounds.
Bell back in.
Bree Bell checks back into this game, coming in for Ruby Sikora. Belt struggled to get a whole lot of offensive looks. She had that 3-pointer with 1 second left in the first. Babbitt trying to find Olsen on the back cut. Going up strong, no good. Ball goes out of bounds and will stick with Millard South. About 4 or 5 times now they've given it to Olsen on that back cut. Really trying to find that look. Had a great opportunity the first time.
But the Warriors got to figure out how to stop that. Yes, Cora Olsen has missed the last couple, but it's only a matter of time before she starts knocking those down consistently. So
got to make sure you always have your eyes on a player like her who's bound to have that off-ball movement. And a foul will be called on the Warriors. That one on the ground, but it'll still send Urban to the line for a 1-and-1.
Foul by number 20, DePrima, her third.
And Bree Urban, not a player who gets a whole lot of minutes, but she's already got 9 points tonight. Free throw no good. Rebound goes to Youngclaws. And Babbitt, the three, well off the mark. Fight for the ball on the ground. That goes to the Warriors. And a travel will be called yet again. Just a rough stretch here for the Warriors.
In for the Warriors. Miranda Kelly also checking back in.
Miranda Kelly checks back into this game. Inbound here, trying to find Babbitt. Able to get that one there, but a nice job by the Warriors tipping that pass in. Kick out to Finkenbeiner. A lot of offensive movement here. Belt no good from three. Rebound going to Bree Urban. Patriots done a great job crashing the offensive boards. Urban goes to Babbitt. Looking to work the middle. That one no good. Gets her own rebound, but great defense there, knocking out of bounds. It'll stick with the Patriots, but an aggressive play there from Olivia Kraft, giving the Patriots no easy looks. Timeout called by Millard South. It's 34-17, Patriots in control. 3:43 to go in the first half. .343 remaining. Inbound pass for Megan Belt. Finkenbeiner guarded by Feringer. Now Miranda Kelly with it, going across. Babbitt. Nice defense here from the Warriors. Babbitt taking it inside and gets that one to go. Tough finish for Babbitt. She's got 13 points now. But a quick foul called on Millard South. That one will go to Finkenbeiner, and that'll put the Warriors in the bonus. It'll be a 1-and-1. Finkenbeiner's second foul of the game as we see Olsen check in for Bree Urban.
Feringer to the line.
At the line is Ellie Feringer. Not a player that sees a whole lot of minutes, trying to take advantage of those. First free throw left short. Rebound goes to Cheney Thompson. But a quick double dribble. Seems like the Warriors keep having promising moments that just immediately respond with some sort of turnover.
But in my opinion, on defense, I think they're playing a pretty good game. Yes, the Patriots still have 36 points, but every shot that the Patriots are putting up is highly contested as the turnover there.
Look inside for Stella Minge. Doesn't go up, gets that one back to Bell. That no good. Another opportunity where the Warriors have got to find a way to convert and get some points on the board. Three-pointer no good for Maya Babbitt, but a great job by Finkenbeiner getting the offensive rebound. Inside look to Kelly, not there. Finkenbeiner tries to take baseline. Working inside, a difficult look, and they're going to call her for a travel. Going back to what you were saying a minute ago, the Warriors have done the best defense that they can have with going against, maybe the best offensive team in the state. They've forced the Patriots to try and get some difficult looks inside. Unfortunately for them, the Patriots just converting. And as we see right there, they just cannot get anything going in the offensive end. Another turnover. In their last game against Millard South, they had 24 turnovers, a huge number, and it looks like they're even going to surpass that number tonight.
Yeah, it's the offense that's killing this team. Yes, the Patriots' defense is incredible, but with the Warrior defense, it should have been. It feels like it's a lot closer of a game than what it actually is, Joey.
Got to find some sort of rhythm on offense if you're the Warriors. And that'll be an offensive foul on the Patriots. Will be charged to Miranda Kelly. That is her third foul of the game. We see Urban and Youngclaws check back into the game. 2:14 remains in the first half. It'll be Cheney Thompson inbounding. That's Farringer going right into the trap, giving it back to Thompson. Going across to Bell. Picking up her dribble. Cheney Thompson goes to the corner. The three. No good there from Olivia Kraft, who hit a three from that same spot earlier this quarter. Belt with a nice move to get a look inside. No good. Olsen nearly able to get the offensive rebound. Bell having to slow down, trying to work it inside, and that is a travel yet again from this Warrior team.
And it's not the type of turnovers we're used to seeing when the Patriots play people. These are mental mistake errors. These are travels. These are just errant passes. It's not like they're getting stolen. It's just they got to figure it out mentally.
And the Patriots are putting pressure on them, but you got to be able to take pressure. You can't afford to have these just poor quality travels. Look inside for Cora Olsen, put down for two. 21-point Millard South lead. They have Kraft going one-on-one with Olsen. Puts that in for two. Nice response for the Warriors. And if they can work on getting past that press, they got to take advantage of the half-court offense. Once you get past the pressure, they have these opportunities, but they got to be able to convert like they just did. Urban's three well off the mark, but a quick steal there for Olsen. Going right into contact and putting that in for two. And there's the aggression from Olsen, forces that turnover and pushes into the defender to get that look as we see another Millard South steal. Those are the turnovers we're used to seeing the Patriots force. And another look there for Millard South. Megan Belt puts it in for two on the fast break.
And then it's just like that, another 6-point swing in the Patriot favor. It's hard to chip away at this team.
And right there, they pull back the offense. And when you have those 2-on-2 looks, I feel like you got to push it. You go out and advance them, because when you pull the ball back like that, they just aren't having many good looks. 10 seconds on the clock. They're going to hold for the final shot. Belt works it inside. She's going to take it all the way. No good. Thompson with it. She stumbles. No foul called. Youngclaws can't get a shot off in time. And that'll do it for the first half of action. Millard South with a big 23-point lead going into the break. 42-19 is your score here on Millard South Media. We will be back after the break.
ladies and gentlemen, for the unified cheer team, and also special
Back for the second half here at Millard South High School. Your Patriots are leading 42-19 over the 13-9 Westside Warriors. Millard South starting with the ball. Moving it quick, Cora Olson. Looking to take right. Kick out to Finkenbeiner, quick movement. Open three for Megan Belt, and she makes them pay for it. Megan Belt with 10 points. And that's Siebler trying to work it across, going into the trap. And that's a steal for Millard South, Cora Olson. The pass inside to Finkenbeiner, who puts that in for 2. Quick 5 points here for Millard South to start this second half. Going right back into a trap.
And again, they beat the press, but then there's just nowhere to go with the ball, which is...
So many promising opportunities, but they get it right back. Sakura kicks it out. That's Olivia Kraft going across. And a steal for the Patriots. 2-on-1, Olson to Belt. Belt puts it in for 2. A great feed from Cora Olson. And they're going to ease up on the press, up by 30. Caitlin Hanna goes back to Kraft. Now Hanna in the corner. Working in the middle, kicking outside, Madeline Siebler. Gets the screen inside, and a foul will be called on Miranda Kelly. That's a reach in.
That's her 4th foul. Not a person that we usually see in foul trouble, but with her playing and starting, I expect a little bit more of that.
A little bit of a surprise. I'm guessing it's just because the Patriots are in such heavy control. But they did not take her out immediately. It looks like Rhea Urban's about to come in for her, but they did not rush to throw someone in there. And another foul will be called on Millard South. And that one will send Adriana DePrima to the line.
Second team foul.
Adriana DePrima coming off a 10-point, 7 rebound, and 3 steal game. First free throw is good as we do see Urban check in for Kelly.
And in just the first half, we've got 3 Patriots and double digits already. Belt, Babbitt, and Olson, excuse me.
That's what we like to see with 2 of their starters out. There was question as to what their offense would look like, and it's looking like it has all year long. We see Urban take it inside, no good. But a nice look there for the Patriots. Siebler pushes it down. Pull back there from Hanna. DePrima with it. Goes back to Olivia Kraft. Kraft up to DePrima. No looks here for the Warriors. Fantastic defense from Millard South. And there's the steal for Cora Olson. 1-on-1 fast break. Puts it in for 2. Cora Olson extremely efficient at the rim. She's got 13 points.
And again, finishing through contact, one of the best contact finisher on this Patriot team, as we get another steal by Babbitt.
Urban leads the fast break on Siebler, loses control of the ball, sticks with it, and does draw the foul. That one will be called on Siebler.
Foul charge to Madeline Siebler, her 4th, first team foul.
And that's the 4th foul now for Madeline Siebler. So each team with a player that has 4 fouls. We see Siebler check out as Bree Bell comes back in. Bell with 5 points on the night. Screen set by by Urban, who gets a look inside, no good. Gets her own rebound, but a loose ball goes in the hands of the Warriors, but Olson gets it right back. Look down low for Urban. Going across to Finkenbeiner, couldn't grab that one. But a nice inside feed for Millard South.
And so for Urban, a player that doesn't get a ton of playing time, tonight she's got 7 points and 5 rebounds. She's absolutely killing it.
Just a freshman. You know Myers and this team very excited to see what they can get from her in the next few years. 3-point look here from the Warriors. Adriana DePrima knocks down the deep tray. Finkenbeiner, top of the key. Looking to work it inside. Kick out to Babbitt. Babbitt left hand, no good. Out of bounds, that'll go to the Warriors. 27-point Millard South lead. 4:42 to go in the third quarter as we see Belt check in for Babbitt. And for Westside, after this game, they will play at Gretna on Tuesday in districts. That'll be a big game for them, trying to keep their season alive. Foul called on Millard South. That one on Young Claus, her first of the game. And looking at that district matchup for Gretna, if they win that game, that'll likely mean they will play Millard South in the district finals. The Patriots are currently in position to play at 5:30 on Tuesday here at home against the winner of Omaha North and Lincoln Southeast. Another three-point look there for DePrima, this time not the result she was looking for. Rebound Belt. Keeps pushing it down court, somehow sticks with the ball. Kick out to Olsen. Her three rims out, and a foul will be called on Urban.
Foul charge 12, Bree Urban.
Babbitt comes right back in for Finkenbeiner.
Babbitt back in.
Third foul for Bree Urban.
Faringer in for the Warriors.
Seeing the Patriots in foul trouble like we usually don't see, multiple players that are starting to have to worry about how many fouls they have. Minge goes back, the three-pointer there, good! Olivia Kraft.
And speaking of foul trouble, if we have a couple of Patriots foul out, then that would be a sticky situation because you're already so deep into the bench. It's almost like, where do you go?
Luckily for them, they're in a strong position, up 24. You're willing to give some of the younger players more minutes.
But then on the other hand, for Westside, you need to work the ball inside and try and draw those fouls, and as many fouls as you can.
Best odds at getting a comeback would be to not have some of these star players on the court for Millard South. Bree Bell under tough pressure. DePrima moves it across. That's Stinge losing that ball. Now it's actually Ellie Fanger, excuse me.
Finkenbeiner back in.
Finkenbeiner comes back in. Checks in for Cora Olsen. 3:37 remaining in the third quarter. Megan Belt leads the Patriot offense. We see Babbitt take it. Kick out to Belt. Nearly lost that ball. Nice defense there from the Warriors. That was Olivia Kraft playing up close. Finkenbeiner finds Youngclaws on the back cut. Sydney Youngclaws puts it in for two.
Those are her first 2 points of the game, and it's just been great because she's played a great game defensively as well. To finally get on the board as that's a steal by Belt.
And we see her with an opportunity to get some more on the board. She'll be sent to the line. Great play there from the Patriots, getting the steal. And then the inside look for Youngclaws. Able to hit that free throw.
Youngclaws hits the first. Taylor Gonzalez in for the Warriors.
Olsen checks back in for Bree Urban. And Taylor Gonzalez checks in for the Warriors. Second free throw is good. Now 4 points for Youngclaws. 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Faringer gets the foul called on Olsen. And we know Olsen's a very aggressive player on defense, likes to reach inside, try and get those steals. See it coming back to bite her.
And time again, Joey, I feel like we talk about this every game, but the Patriots build a massive lead, and they're still double teaming and playing like they're down 6, like they need any turnover they can get.
Yeah, they do not like to ease up on the defensive end or the offense, frankly. Keep pushing it, make it so there is no comeback possible. Olsen out to Finkenbeiner, working it inside, a tricky finish, and she gets it to go. Lexi Finkenbeiner. And one opportunity.
Gonzalez whistle for her first.
Great play at the rim there for the Patriots. As Taylor Gonzalez called for her first foul. That's the team's third. Finkenbeiner converts. Lily Tobin checks into this game for the first time. She comes in for Ellie Faringer.
And Hannah back in for the Warriors.
We see Hannah and Thompson come back into this game. Janie Thompson runs back to inbound. Thompson's seen a lot of minutes tonight. Player averaging just over 2.5 points per game, getting a lot of opportunities in this game. That's Tobin with it, going out to Gonzalez. Tough defense here for Maya Babbitt. Gonzalez, no easy entry to the paint. Three-pointer there, good from Lily Tobin. Just checks into the game. Her first look on offense knocks down the triple. Belt inside. No good. Offensive rebound, Cora Olsen, who puts it up and draws the foul.
Olsen draws the foul. She'll head back.
Cora Olsen in her last game had 6 offensive rebounds, doing a great job tonight, crashing the boards again.
And she's got 6 rebounds, right on cue there, Joey.
And that is the 5th and final foul for Madeline Siebler. That'll do it for her in this game. And so Siebler, both games against Millard South, has fouled out. Her first game only had 1 point and fouled out. This game still yet to score and done for the night.
So 1 point in 2 games and 10 fouls. Is that what you're saying, Joey?
Olsen gets that one rolling out. Second shot at the line is good. It's a 29-point Millard South lead, just under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. We see Hannah go up to Thompson. Adriana DePrima. Gonzalez guarded by Olsen. Patriot defense really giving them nowhere to go, but a nice back cut there from DePrima. She will draw the foul and be sent to the line. It seems like the only good looks they've seen inside besides the fast break has been on those back cuts, that off-ball movement, trying to get something going, even if it means just drawing a foul, being sent to the line for 2. 58% team from the free throw line. Looking to convert here, cut into this deficit. DePrima hits the first.
Hannah makes the first.
1:37 to play in the third quarter. Second free throw, no good. Rebound goes to Lexi Finkenbeiner. Babbitt with tough defense there. Finkenbeiner spins, kick out to Belt. Her 3. Well off the mark. Wide left. Inside look here for Olsen. Having to deal with a lot of contact. Just over 1 minute to play here. Finkenbeiner takes the middle, going up strong, and she will draw the foul.
Foul, Warriors. Lily Tobin, her first.
Foul called on Lily Tobin. That is the team's 5th foul compared to the Patriots' 6. Finkenbeiner knocks down the first. She's an 81% free throw shooter. Urban and Lessig check back into this game for Youngclaws and Babbitt. 2 for 2 at the line. And Shani Thompson will take things up for Westside.
Finkenbeiner 5 for 5 from the line tonight. She's got 9 points in total.
Been extremely efficient as we see a nice look there from Shani Thompson. Getting an open opportunity on the left side. As Urban quickly moves that ball across. Belt out to Lessig. Going out to Cora Olsen. Has a good look inside. Olsen gets it to go. And a chance for the three-point play. Lily Tobin, her second foul of the game. Youngclaws checks in for Belt. Just over 30 seconds remaining. Patriots on an 11-game win streak. Only loss of the season coming to Marion. But since then, they have seemed unbeatable, and they are in great position to make that 12 straight wins going into the postseason. Thompson guarded by Urban, left wing. Goes back to Taylor Gonzalez. Now top of the key here to Prima. 10 seconds on the clock. Thompson takes the three, no good. Rebound goes to Youngclaws, 3 seconds on the clock. Cora Olsen, 1 second, gets the shot off, but that one falls short. Patriots lead by 30. After 3, we come back in a minute. It'll be time for the 4th and final quarter of action here at Millard South. Start of the 4th quarter here with your Patriots leading 63-33. Warriors starting with the ball. That's DePrima going to Bree Bell.
And so the Warriors don't have the greatest chance of winning this one, Joey, but they got to take a few good things out of this game. They played great defense on the inside. They were able to beat the press, but that half-court offense got to get better as Urban gets an easy look inside.
Getting a lot of great opportunities. Great job scoring and getting rebounds like we had mentioned earlier. Trying to help in any way possible as we see the inside look there. No good from DePrima. Urban goes to Lessig, who loses that ball. Goes right in the hands of Adriana DePrima, going across to Bree Bell. Pump fakes. Kicks back. Don't pull the trigger, look to take it inside. Oh, nearly a great steal there from Bree Urban, called for the foul as Ruby Sikora loses that ball. So that is Urban's 4th foul, team 7th. So now Ruby Sikora at the free throw line. One and one here, and she knocks down the first. Ruby Sikora, a 40% free throw shooter, gets that one to go. Like you had said, right now, odds not looking good for them. This game seems about over, but you're just trying to get something to work on. This is their last game of the regular season as we see the foul drawn there from Finkenbeiner. She will be sent to the line for a 1-and-1. But we've seen their next game's in districts against Gretna. The Warriors need something to work off of. They need to have that positive thing where they can say, all right, when Gretna comes at us, we're prepared because we went up against the Patriots and we figured out that we need to work on this, this, and that. So they really got to get something going for them.
And like we said earlier, Westside is also without their star player. So to have, obviously not the night you were looking for, but it is something to build off of. You were able to see who does what together and, build it straight into districts. And
it's also an important moment for them to realize that if you have your offense really push through one player, that player's not here, that's a big issue for you. Lucy Schoenlaw, definitely someone who could have played a big effect tonight, especially with the size advantage she would have been given as Adriana DePrima knocks down another three. Warriors haven't pulled the trigger a whole lot, but when they do, they've been extremely efficient from beyond the arc. Urban right corner. Look inside for Lessig. She turns around, gets that one up, no good. Gets her own rebound, gets the pass across before falling. Finkenbeiner inside look, draws the foul.
Finkenbeiner going to the line right now, 7 for 7, hoping to stay perfect.
Third foul here for Bree Bell. Too much on the first one. You feel responsible for that?
To be honest, yeah, I really
feel like
do.
you should. It's all right. I've done it too many times.
And
Get out. Get out.
all right, guys, I'm signing off for the night.
Foul charge to Irvine.
So no good, and we do see Urban called for that foul. That'll be her 5th foul. That'll do it for her tonight.
Grace Prucha in.
Grace Prucha checking into the game. She comes in for Urban after fouling out. Grace Prucha, one of the players that stepped up to the varsity team after the injuries. Number 15, Ella Hackinson, also one of the players that stepped up. We also do see Olivia Lodu checking into the game. Free throw good there from Bree Bell. We saw Lane Wiles getting ready to check in, but she'll come in for the shooter. 2 for 2 at the line, and now we do see Wiles come in.
Wiles in for the Warriors.
And so we'll see now, 6:25 to go, what the Patriots can do with this 5, as we also do see Ella Hackinson getting ready to check into this game. That's Prucha kicking out to Lodu. Goes back to Young Claws. Miranda Kelly spins, goes up into traffic, gets her own rebound. Now Lodu spins, goes back to Young Claws. Patriots swinging the ball here. Prucha works it inside, however, loses that ball. Goes right in the hands of DePrima. Tough screen there set by the Warriors. Kick out to the corner, that's Wiles. Now DePrima top of the key, squared up, now drives to the lane. Great finish there from Adriana DePrima. Had a slow start to the game, but this second half, she has really gotten it going on offense. One of the team's leading scorers, 3rd in points per game. She has performed well throughout this game. One of the bright spots for this Westside team. Lodu with a great look in the paint and finishes for 2. Yesterday against Omaha North, she finished the game with 9 points. Kick out to DePrima. Looking inside. Great defense there from Lessig. Knocks that one out of bounds as Ruby Sikora tried to go up and get it going.
15, Ella Hawkinson.
Ella Hawkinson checks into the game. Coming in for Miranda Kelly.
And so with that, Joey, now every single eligible Patriot has played in this game.
That's what you love to see as a coach, give everyone some good quality minutes. And right now you can imagine, unless we see fatigue or an injury or something, they'll be playing the remainder of this game. Young Claws works it across. Prucha kicks out to Lodu, pump fakes, goes inside. Shifty play there, very evasive, dodging defenders and putting that in for 2. It's the second time she's done that. Both of her points have been kind of square up to the basket, get the defender ready for the shot, then work your way inside. Last second feed there, that was a great pass, but no finish. Thompson kicks out to the corner. The 3, no good. Rebound goes to Lessig. That was Ellie Feringer. Now Sydney Youngclaws, top of the key, goes back to Prucha. Hawkinson across to Lodu. Picks up her dribble, goes back to Lessig. Caitlin Lessig to the corner. Grace Prucha kicks outside. Lodu draws the foul and is sent to the line.
Loaded foul. She'll head to the line.
A few minutes she's been in this game, been very aggressive, drive into the paint any chance she can.
Yeah, every time she got the ball, she pumped and drove around, and every single time the Warriors jumped on it.
Yep, keep falling for it. However, can't hit the first free throw. We see Taylor Gonzalez come back into this game for Ruby Sikora. Lodu knocks down the second. It's a 29-point Millard South lead, 3:49 remain. Trying to find somewhere to go here. Stella Minge kicks that one out to Faringer. Back to Gonzalez. She decides to pull the three. No good. Rebound goes to Youngclaws. Goes to Lodu. No luck on that one. Trying to draw contact and the foul was unsuccessful. Gonzalez works it inside. A tricky finish, but Taylor Gonzalez puts it in for two. Grace Prucha goes back. Lodu kicks to Youngclaws. Going across to Caitlin Lessig. Inside work, kicks out to Prucha. She pulls the three, and she's got it. Grace Prucha knocks down the three. Stella Minge. Couldn't find Taylor Gonzalez on the back cut. Now that's Elaine Wiles kicking out to Cheney Thompson. Nice move. Quick movement and an open three. Taylor Gonzalez connects. Some late game offensive success here for the Warriors. And that was just a great play. Inside drive, kick, that one pass mentality, swinging it 3 times and finishing with the open three.
I cannot remember the last time the Warriors really missed a 3-ball.
Prucha left wing. Lodu inside. Tough move there, but that one falls. 7 points for Olivia Lodu in this quarter. You see Faringer take the ball up, go back to Taylor Gonzalez. She takes another three. Taylor Gonzalez hasn't seen a lot of minutes in this game, but man, in the fourth quarter, she is knocking them all down. Lodu goes to Lessig on the back cut, and Caitlin Lessig puts it in for two. Some late game offensive fireworks from each squad. Subs taking the court here. We see Lauren Edwards check into this game, as well as Lily Tobin. They come in for Cheney Thompson and Ellie Faringer. Stella Minge trying to drive. Kicks back to Gonzalez. She takes it again. Gonzalez can't get the success there.
You got to miss at some point, Joey.
1 minute to go. Patriots lead by 28. Lodu yet again squaring up inside. Kick out to Lessig. Her mid-range jumper knocks that one down. About a foot away from being a three-pointer there. Gets it back to a 30-point game. And the and one look here for Stella Minge. Warriors have struggled to work it inside, but right there doing it well. With the contact, gets the finish. Converts the three-point play. 44 seconds. Youngclaws. Prucha looks to take it in. Tricky shot, no good. Rebound for the Warriors, but a quick travel. Lily Tobin falling down.
And at this point in the game, most teams are holding, but the Patriots just have that killer instinct. They love to score.
And I definitely think it's a lot different with these five on the court. If there was a starting five, that's when you start to look at bad sportsmanship. But right now, just trying to get these players going as we see that three from Ella Hawkinson just off the mark. Inside drive, kick out. That's Tobin. Elaine Wiles inside, lost that ball but kept the possession. Kick out. Gonzalez working inside, a tricky shot, no good. Rebound, put back, couldn't get it to fall. So that'll do it here at Millard South. Final score, 81-54. The Patriots finished their regular season 21-1. A great year for them. They'll be back Tuesday at 5:30 here against the winner of Omaha North and Lincoln Southeast. We will be back on Tuesday. We'll also be back in about 20 minutes as your Patriot boys take on the Westside Warriors here on Millard South Media.